Psalm 19 is a little longer than average, and I'm not going to read it all out today. It's basically in two sections with an ending. The first section is all about God's creation. I'll give you a sample. The heavens tell of the glory of God. The skies display his marvellous craftsmanship. Day after day they continue to speak. Night after night they make him known. They speak without a sound or a word. Their voice is silent in the skies, yet their message has gone out to all the earth, and their words to all the world. David here is rejoicing in God's creation and saying how that it reflects the glory of God. And as we look at creation all around us, and especially in this glorious weekend weather that we're having, it helps us to see that, the glory of creation, night and day. Have you seen the glorious supermoons recently? All part of God's creation. Then the second part is about God's law. And you might think at first, well, that doesn't really connect, but yes, it does. The law of the Lord is perfect, reviving the soul. The decrees of the Lord are trustworthy, making wise the simple. The commandments of the Lord are right, bringing joy to the heart. The commands of the Lord are clear, giving insight to life. And so he goes on about how wonderful it is that God has given us his law. You know, that word law is not very good for us. It smacks of rules and regulations, of thou shalt nots and restrictions. What it is really is an insight into the mind of God, how God thinks. And it is marvellous when we see how God thinks. We see the depth of God's love for us, the immensity of his holiness, how infinite is his power. Yes, that does connect then, doesn't it, with creation. Creation also reflects something of the mind and heart of God, how he thinks, what he loves, what his priorities are. He's a God of beauty as well as a God of provision. And then he finishes. How can I know all the sins lurking in my heart? Cleanse me from these hidden faults. Keep me from deliberate sins. Don't let them control me. Then I will be free of guilt and innocent of great sin. May the words of my mouth and the thoughts of my heart be pleasing to you, O Lord, my rock and my redeemer. In other words, having looked at the glory of God, having had some insight into the mind of God. Oh God, he says, keep me pure, keep me like you, following your way. And that's our plea also, isn't it? Let's not just rejoice in creation, let's learn from it. Let's say, Lord, make me part of how you want me to be. Recreate me, Lord, in the image of your Son. I think we could do a lot worse than finish up as David does. Let's make this our prayer for today. O Lord, may the words of my mouth and the thoughts of my heart be pleasing to you, O Lord, my rock and my Redeemer. Amen.